Hi Libra, welcome to your August 2021 reading. You have been acting very decisively at this point, Libra. We're going to be looking at how this decision you've made unfolds. It seems like you're only getting stronger and more resolute in your position as the month goes on. We're going to look at this card spread together, pull more to clarify, but first let me just take you back as to what has been going on with you. Let's take this back beginning of August, maybe even late July coming into the month. The Death card and the Knight of Swords. Changes may have occurred, endings or transformations that seemed a little bit more sudden. Maybe you were the person making these decisions or taking action to bring about change or some sort of an ending of a cycle in your life. And I see you here as Queen of Swords, Cardinal Air, being the person wielding that sword of truth and judgment, and you have determined that something is not suitable for you anymore. And where that is fueling now into August begins with the Empress card. So let's put this really from anywhere as I'm recording on the 11th of August to even the 22nd, 23rd of August, embodying now what it is that you deserve for the next couple of weeks and kind of bringing in some blessings in that way. Blessings that may come through the means of a collaborative effort, a network of people, a community, or even like a close friendship group. If you're somebody that works on a team with like other kind of professionals or people with a certain skill set that are like only applicable to what they're doing at certain times, it's like a crucial part of the team. Some blessings may flow in that way for you, but we do have this feeling of stuck in the middle of the reading. The middle card of the reading, it's just this Eight of Swords energy of you feeling like you're in some sort of a restricted or mental bind right now, or you're feeling kind of stuck in your circumstances. It might be even you're stuck with this decision that you've made, or you've stuck with the how this is going to play out. You're not budging on it, because as I can see by the end of the month, and we're going to pull more cards to get deeper messages, by the end of the month you are very firm and holding on to what it is that you believe in, what it is that you have been spending so much time thinking about. At this point you are just certain that you've made the right decision for you, that's going to be the most successful for you, that's going to make you feel the most supported and sure of yourself and like secure in your surroundings and everything that you've kind of been doing at this time. I think we should look at these cards together, Libra. Brief note on the astrology. I read astrology from the rising sign position to have it more personalized, but this will apply to Libra and Libra rising. But if you know your rising Libra, so for example, if you are a Capricorn rising, Libra sun, check the video out for Capricorn too. There's always more insight that way. Biggest thing really is Jupiter moving back to join Saturn in Libra rising's 5th house of creativity and joy and even fertility and children, but anything that we just nurture and give birth to out in the world. So you may have felt some like creative stagnation since around mid-May, Libra rising. And that is because Jupiter, that expansive planet, left Saturn alone to kind of get up to its own devices and put some more limits and blocks in that area of your life, or wherever Aquarius is in your chart, Libra. So for Libra rising, you may feel like a sudden burst again of creativity, or that kind of area of your life expanding, your self-expression, your joy, your hobbies. But it seems like that had been something that was important to you, and it looks like it's set to continue for the rest of the year. At the same time, there is a full moon in Aquarius on the 22nd of August, which will be the second sort of turning point or culmination in one certain area of your life. For Libra rising, it's going to be in the 5th house of creativity, self-expression, joy, hobbies, and romance. So if you felt like already an ending preluding to the 22nd of August, there may be something that just represents a more final turning point in an area of your life, Libra. All Libra peeps, all Libra placements watching, around the 22nd of August might be a continuation of another turning point that has already signaled to you some sort of like ending or change in events. All right, that's what I've got to say for you. Let's look at these cards together, pull more to clarify, and get into these messages. So we're going to continue now with your reading, Libra. Death card, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. What was this all about? We've got the Ten of Cups, family unit, something to do with a family and a powerful bond, something to do with somebody from the past Doesn't have to be a Leo, doesn't have to be a Scorpio, but it was somebody that there was a very deep and emotional connection with, I'm sensing. So something has transformed around this. You've made some sort of a decision around this bond. You've made some sort of a decision around your own happiness, if not, in terms of, actually, this is very creative energy, and this is Mars in Pisces, this is Leo, and we're in Leo season now. Leo is associated with the 5th house of creativity in general. So if this isn't talking to some about some sort of a bond from the past that has been ended, and that would be bringing up something even to me around like family and children, or like some very deep connection. If not, this is some sort of an ending that might have taken place around the first Aquarius full moon, which was actually happening in late July. And so there might have been some sort of an ending on a project that you were doing, or some sort of a creative endeavor, or something that makes you feel very joyful and alive and like full of vitality. Something may have wrapped up for you, and you're just waiting on one more thing to finalize with it. That may happen around the 20th of August for you, if this is relevant. But overall, this is very creative, and it's very fertile, and like this is like the Empress even. Something coming alive, something just like sort of, I'm getting like radiating color, even a lot of radiating color and vibrancy from this, and it's something that you've decided to do maybe, or like and you had to suddenly end another element of it, or you had to suddenly end something to bring this other part of your creativity forward. Or if it was a relationship, it's to bring forth like some sort of an essence of you that hasn't been seen for a while as you were in this relationship or dealing with this bond. Bring back some of your old self, your beauty to the forefront. Venus moves into Libra on August 16th. Beautiful energy. Libra, Venus back in her home sign of Libra, doing the most and making us feel more harmonious, like we want to get along with people better. Less confrontational, more flow between areas of our life, and it's great. Queen of Pentacles, nice energy, beautiful energy, and the Chariot, very strong. Okay, I'm loving it. If there was some sort of an ending with a very significant person, you may feel them creeping back in or coming back in with some sort of an opening or an offering, and you might be where you get yourself in the bind again, Libra, and you've been just doing so well in terms of like identifying your self-worth and your own value, that might be where you're falling back into 8 of Swords mode, if that was something that you felt at one point really kind of more restricted you than anything. Let's see, from another point of view. Okay, so we're going into Empress mode. Forgive me, I'm kind of recovering from a head cold, so my throat is still a little dry. Libra, forgive me. So the Pentacle card here, the 3 of Pentacles. So we are kind of working towards some sort of a collaboration network. Part of it can be done from home, part of it has to be done on the move. You are kind of maybe feeling a little bit restricted by certain elements of it that require you to get out of your more comfort zone even, and like expand it to a higher level. So yes, we will have these moments of contraction mid-month maybe, and right in the middle of the reading, where we're battling between like, Empress is what's gotten us to here by knowing our worth and like really being open to receiving. Then we hold ourselves back, maybe. There's an element of this that is actually just a little inconvenient to us, but overall it looks like a great opportunity for you to kind of go full steam ahead with, Libra. Something this month makes you want to take something to the next level, something that you've been also a sign of growth. 3, the Queens are 3, Empress is 3, so and that's the sign number in numerology of tarot of like creation, I guess. So something's brewing here. I like it, and something is ready to go soon. Something that you've been nurturing for a while, being very patient with, very kind of fine-tuning energy coming up here for me. Love it. Lots of success this month. Let us look at our firm position in something by the end of the month, Libra. You're kind of like, okay, I'm very glad I made that decision at this time, and now it's playing out for me. I feel very grounded, secure, stable, have something to rely on, I'm seeing. Okay, let me look at this. Two of Swords in reverse. And the Moon in reverse. It's like you're second guessing some element of this, and it comes from, actually two reversals is pretty good around this. Any doubts and fears that you have had previously around maybe letting this go, maybe changing an element of it like quite suddenly or last minute. It could be just that there was something to do with something you've been working on and like last minute you brought about like a real change in it, and you're just now hoping it pays off. Really looks like things are going to pay off. There may not be immediate gratification from what you're getting at the end of the month, but overall it's already very much in alignment for you. And what I can tell about this is like this is actually allowing you to face some fears, let go of some fears. What could these fears be kind of coming up against? Trusting in your own intuition. Both of these cards, when the Moon reverses, we kind of let go of our intuition and go into more of a sort of panic or anxious sort of moment. And the Two of Swords, I actually kind of like the Two of Swords reversed to kind of counteract it. It almost like negates it. So there's the opportunity for you to do some work around like trusting in your intuition, letting go of fears, and it might be really supported for you to do this letting go of like worst case scenario elements coming up when the Moon reverses. Like sometimes these are just like kind of irrational, or we've gone completely lost sight of reality when the Moon reverses. But you have something stable, secure. You have your peace of mind, Leo. You've been working on your meditation. You've been doing all of that. You've been making sure that there's something in the bank, if that's what it is, needs to be, like a couple months rent paid in advance. Having something, you know, that you say, well, I can move around, I can change things. It's not all depending on this one work or this one approval or something like that, or this collaboration I'm seeing. You have security there, and it's giving you some cushion to sort of face some more fears that you may be experiencing by the end of the month. All right, that's going to be the reading that I have for you. We will be moving into Virgo season. We'll start talking about that full moon in Pisces, mid-Virgo season, in the next reading. But until we speak again, please consider subscribing if you haven't already.